think the first bit of advice that I would give anybody is don't panic. You know, I think that right now there's a real sort of sense of breathlessness of I've got to have an app, or I've got to have a mobile website, or I've got to have an app for this or an app for that. And I think that the most important thing to recognize is that an app is not a strategy. It's just an app. It's one instance of your content, one piece of presentation. So right now we think about websites, for example. It's just one big article, one big blob of content with all of the formatting and everything in it. That's how most people approach it right now. And really what we need to do is split that content out of that big blob and into chunks, little smaller pieces that can sort of go wherever we need to in an individual device. Because mobile really, although it's commonly understood to be phones, what it's really coming to mean is anything that's not the desktop, you know, desk knots, right? So it's not just phones, but it's tablets. You know, I've heard it referred to for TVs as mobile, which obviously don't move around very much, but it's sort of this non-traditional computing experiences. I mean, a few years ago, if somebody had said to me, you know what's going to be a big thing? A glass phone with no buttons. I'd be like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of, right? And now look, it's like everyone's got one in their pocket. The interesting thing is you know, we talk about, oh, is it designing for touch, or is it designing for gesture, or is it designing for speech? It's the combination of those things that's really going to be interesting. Because when you combine speech and natural gesture, that's Harry Potter, right? You're casting spells.